educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here is your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello. Thank you very much for tuning in today. As you well know, last episode we spoke about taking a break, right? And finding your inner self to some degree. And one of the things that I had spoken about was communication. And what was funny about that, I had just spoken to our other co-host, or other host right here on That Will Never Work podcast channel, Coach Latoya. And be sure to listen to her Women Empowerment Wednesday episodes. They're fabulous. But one of the things we had spoke about was about customer service. And in speaking about customer service, because both of us in our corporate America positions, we both worked in the customer service department together at one time in one organization, one healthcare organization in the city of Philadelphia. Now, what is interesting is that I practice my customer service, and I can't say practice because I believe I just, it's just within me. But I utilize my customer service skills very often. And within that, I will say, while we were on vacation, I used those skills to be, to create an interpersonal relationship with almost anyone I meet and I decide to talk to. Maurice, why are you telling us this? So, as I was on vacation, I had come across an individual who owned a shop. As I mentioned, I had gone to a lot of mom and pop shops. And this actually happened to me twice while on vacation. All I did was ask general questions. How things are going, beautiful day outside, things like that. One of the gentlemen, as I was speaking to him, he created art out of wood. And he started speaking about how he started off his company and how he was able to grow it into having this one shop along this boardwalk situation. And one of the things, as I'm listening to him tell his story, how he was able to come from a family that was not born in America to going to school here, creating an environment for him to grow and found something that he was interested in, being art, and the ability to get it to at least this mom and pop shop, if you will. And I'm saying mom and pop because I just want to give you the idea of the size. It wasn't some large conglomerate type size shop or anything like that. It was a nice, small, boutique-ish size. And the artwork that he created was fabulous. I mean, fabulous. And as we're speaking and having a general conversation, he, like I said, he goes into his background. Now, it was not in a situation where he just told everybody, because then there were other customers that were coming in, and some people he spoke to, some people he didn't speak to. And I noticed it wasn't as, because some people might say, hey, well, what were the variables within the situation? I believe because I had come in just generally speaking to the gentleman. I remember back when I was doing customer service, my people that I would speak to on the phone loved to speak to me because they felt as though they were getting the information that they needed. I was going the extra mile, and I provided services that with a smile. 8 times out of 10. 8 times out of 10. That's fair to say. Because, of course, you don't have a good day every day, right? So how do you create an environment for people to speak to you, no matter the situation, no matter the time, no matter what else is going on, where they are able to express to you what they need, what they want, what they desire, how they've made it or not? Me speaking with that individual in that store and hearing his life story created a moment for me that was different. Now, my wife would tell you, no, that's not the case, Maurice. Everybody speak to you. Everybody talk to you. But what this gentleman was saying was not the typical information that I would have gathered. Some people would just say, hey, I went to school here and here's my background. But he went into where he lived and he went into his whole story. It was very interesting, and it was also very humbling to know that, hey, you know what? Everybody's situation is not the same. And of course you know that, but sometimes you have to see the outcome of where that person has been to where they are today. Now, where are you? What have you gone through? What have you done? What have you accomplished? What have you spoken about that has been a positive influence over you and someone else? What have you accomplished, being your degree, getting your LLC, your EIN number, your bank account, whatever it might be, even getting a job, completing your resume and getting the job that you wanted? Have you been able to accomplish that by just having a simple conversation with an individual? Not trying to oversell anything, just being your genuine self. Not too long ago, just in my space of being genuine with individuals, there was a place that we used to go get food as a family. And there was quite a few times where, because of my customer service mindset and speaking to the people behind the counter, they would give us free food. Now, originally, my wife thought I was flirting. But when I did the same thing to the guys, spoke to them the exact same way, and still had the same result, she realized it wasn't me flirting, but just my customer service and making them feel good and appreciated, because you never know, they could have had a rough experience right before you walked in. So I encourage you to treat people the way you would love to be treated. Nice and calm and relaxed, because you never know who's going to help you. And I will end on this. One of the stores we had gone into on vacation, I was buying shoes. I needed some brown shoes, y'all. My other shoes, I didn't realize that my heel was coming off the shoe, and I couldn't figure out a way to get it fixed. I had gone to try to get it fixed, and long story. Anyway, the lady at the shoe store was talking to my son, and she enjoyed his conversation so much that if we had lived in that area, she was willing to hire him on the spot. is all about how you handle people, deal with people, speak to people, greet people, smile at people, shake their hand, speak to, look at them eye to eye. Even going the extra mile of, i.e., in a situation of my son, where he was looking for shoes also, and instead of just sitting there waiting for her to help him, he went and found them on his own. He was able to find things that she couldn't find, whatever it was. He even helped with someone else that was in the store. Great customer service. I encourage you to treat people the way you would love to be treated. Thank you very much for listening today.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?